Have you ever stopped to wonder why we are so completely captivated by cats? It's a question with, honestly, a million tiny furry answers. Maybe it's the way they move, with a grace that seems almost liquid, a silent poetry in motion. They can leap onto the highest shelf without making a sound. They can curl into the smallest box as if made of fluff and air. There is an undeniable elegance to their every action, delicate flick of a tail, slow, deliberate blink of mesmerizing eyes. This natural grace draws us in. They are living, breathing works of art, and we are their biggest admirers. Perhaps our fascination comes from their deep, rumbling purr. That magical sound is more than vibration, it's contentment, a sonic hug. When a cat settles into your lap and unleashes that gentle motor, the world melts away. The purr speaks to our hearts without words. It's a reward, a sign we've earned their affection and safety. That bond feels ancient and profoundly special. Or maybe it's their fiercely independent spirit. As the sun begins to peek over the horizon, a global symphony of meows and stretches begins. In a cozy suburban home, a fluffy Persian cat named Pearl stirs from her plush velvet bed. She lets out a delicate, almost silent yawn, her pink tongue curling sweetly. Her first order of business is to find her human, padding softly across the carpet to nudge a sleeping hand. This is her kingdom, a world of soft blankets, scheduled meals, and endless adoration. Her life is one of comfort and security, where the biggest adventure of the day might be chasing a sunbeam across the living room floor. Pearl represents the cherished indoor cat, a queen ruling her peaceful domain with quiet dignity. Miles away, in a bustling city alley, a different kind of morning unfolds. Here, a sleek black cat named Midnight is the undisputed leader of a small, resilient colony. He wakes not to the smell of canned tuna, but to the sounds of the waking city, the rumble of garbage trucks and the distant chatter of early commuters. His senses are sharp, honed by a life of self-reliance. His world is one of survival, but it is also one of community. Meanwhile, in a quiet countryside farmhouse, a ginger tabby named Rusty begins his day with a mission. He is a barn cat, a valued member of the farm's ecosystem. His morning routine involves a patrol of the perimeter, his keen eyes scanning for any unwelcome rodents. He is a hunter, he is a guardian, he is a free spirit. After his duties are complete, he might visit the farmhouse porch for a saucer of fresh milk, a reward for his hard work. These are just a few of the countless feline lives beginning at this very moment. For the indoor cat, the home is a vast and fascinating territory, a universe filled with endless opportunities for exploration and, of course, relaxation. The most sacred ritual of the indoor cat is the art of the nap. This is not a simple act of sleeping. It is a carefully curated experience. A true connoisseur of comfort, like a Maine Coon named Gus, will spend a significant portion of his mornings scouting the perfect napping location. He might test the softness of a freshly laundered pile of towels, the warmth of a spot on the rug where the sun shines just right, or the cozy confines of a discarded box. Each location offers a different sensory experience, and the choice is never made lightly. It's a ceremony of circling, kneading, and purring. The kneading, or making biscuits, is a deeply ingrained behavior from kittenhood, a sign of ultimate comfort and contentment. A calico named Daisy might knead a soft blanket for several minutes, her eyes half closed in a state of pure bliss, before finally curling into a perfect tight circle. Then comes the purr, that gentle, rhythmic hum that seems to vibrate through the very air in the room. This is the soundtrack of a happy home, the audible proof that all is right in the cat's world. Playtime is another essential part of the indoor cat's day, a vital outlet for their natural hunting instincts. A simple crinkle ball or a feather wand can transform a sleepy lump of fur into a fearsome predator. But perhaps the most beloved activity for an indoor cat is simply being present. A fluffy ragdoll named Oliver finds immense joy in simply sitting on the windowsill, watching the world go by. He chatters at the birds. This is his television, his entertainment, and his connection to the world beyond the glass. For the cats who have access to the great outdoors, the world is a sprawling adventure park, a sensory explosion of sights, sounds, and smells. The moment the back door creaks open, a transformation occurs. A sleek gray cat named Shadow, who was just moments ago dozing, is now an intrepid explorer. His first act is to test the air, his nose twitching. He deciphers the morning's news. A neighbor's dog passed by an hour ago. A squirrel just scurried up the oak tree. The scent of rain is on the wind. He moves with newfound purpose, his body low to the ground. Every sense on high alert. The familiar backyard becomes a wild frontier. He rubs his cheeks on fence posts, bushes, and patio furniture, depositing his personal signature. He sharpens his claws on rough bark, a satisfying stretch that's both a manicure and a display of presence. He navigates the landscape with expertise, knowing the best hiding spots and sunniest patches of grass. Shadow might encounter a rival cat from down the street. They will circle each other, bodies stiff, tails lashing, a low growl rumbling in their chests, often resolving without a scratch. Or he might have allies, sharing a moment of mutual grooming. The hunt, the stalk, the chase, and the lightning-fast pounce is the ultimate outdoor thrill. After a morning of adventures, Shadow returns home, ready for a well-deserved nap, his spirit fulfilled by the untamed wonders of his world. Just when you think you have your cat figured out, they do something so utterly strange and hilarious that it leaves you shaking your head in delighted confusion. Midday is often prime time for this brand of feline comedy. Take Buster. One moment innocent, the next he erupts into frenzy. He tears through the house at top speed, eyes wide, fur puffed, ricocheting off walls. He skids across floors and performs perfect Parker-style leaps onto the sofa. This phenomenon, known as the zoomies, seems to have no purpose other than pure chaotic joy. Cats often defy physics for their amusement. Their obsession with containers is a classic example. Mochi will ignore an expensive bed in favor of a ridiculously small shoebox. Why? Security, and the rule, if it fits, I sits. A curious kitten confronting a mirror will puff up, arch, hiss, and paw at the imposter. Another may wage a personal war against a doorstop or a throw pillow. These quirks make living with a cat a daily adventure in the unexpected. Then there are moments of surprising cleverness. Sasha opening cabinet doors just because she can. Some cats figure out faucets, leaving a telltale puddle on the floor as proof of their ingenuity. These funny, surprising, and sometimes baffling behaviors remind us cats are complex individuals with fantastic senses of humor. Every day brings another oddity to laugh at and adore, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Pure, delightful chaos. The bond between a cat and their human is a unique and beautiful tapestry woven with threads of trust, affection, and mutual understanding. This connection often shines brightest with the youngest and the oldest among us. With children, a patient cat can be a first best friend and a furry teacher of empathy. They instinctively know to keep their claws retracted, teaching gentle hands and respecting boundaries. For older adults, a cat can be a constant and comforting presence, a lifeline on lonely days. A morning head bonk from Jasper, a shared nap, and evenings together. Simple rituals that bring joy. The simple act of stroking fur can lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, and provide purpose. A living, breathing companion who listens without judgment. They tune into our emotional states. When we're sad, stressed, or sick, they respond with a quiet form of support. When you retreat to the sofa with a heavy heart, it's often the cat who seeks you out, offering presence rather than demands. A soft paw on your arm or a head press against your cheek says, "I am here with you." This intuitive empathy is one of the most magical aspects of our relationship with them. This connection goes both ways. We care for them, and they comfort us. We celebrate their antics, worry when they're unwell, and cherish their affection. They become integral members of our families, shaping the atmosphere of our homes. We talk to them, confide in them, and build our schedules around their needs. They are our friends, confidants, and family. Cats may not be able to say "I love you" with words, but they have a rich and nuanced language all their own. A vocabulary of gestures and sounds that communicates affection loud and clear. One of the most endearing expressions is the head bonk or bunt. When Smokey presses his forehead against you, he's depositing facial pheromones, marking you as part of his inner circle. Another powerful signal is the slow blink. In feline terms, a slow blink is a sign of ultimate trust and affection. You can return the gesture. More often than not, a relaxed cat will blink back, a silent conversation of mutual trust. The tail is a fantastic barometer of emotion. Its position can speak volumes about their feelings for you. A tail held high with a quiver signals happiness. A wrap around your leg is much like a friend's arm around you. The purr is the ultimate sound of contentment, but layered in meaning. They purr when content and sometimes to self-soothe when nervous. Paired with biscuits, nuzzling, or simply being near you, the purr becomes an undeniable declaration of love. By paying attention to these subtle signals, we learn to speak their language and appreciate the depth of their affection. Observe, respond, and the bond grows stronger. A head press, a slow blink, a settled nap on your lap. Each is a small, meaningful, "I trust you." They are the background music to your relationship, a constant reminder of comfort and joy. Speak softly, blink slowly, love loudly. There is a unique and powerful form of therapy that comes with 4 paws, a twitching tail, and a rumbling purr. Cats are natural-born healers, providing comfort that can soothe troubled hearts. The simple, rhythmic act of petting a cat, feeling soft fur glide under your hand, lowers stress. Hearing the gentle thrum of a purr can reduce anxiety and even decrease blood pressure. Cats are masters of the moment. They pull us into the present, anchoring us when worries pull us elsewhere. Milo chasing a string reminds us to find joy in small things. A sleeping cat curled on your chest during a low day. Her warmth a physical comfort, her purr a soothing balm. They're intuitive, sensing a broken heart and offering silent company. A cat doesn't care about your job title, social status, or mistakes. They love you for who you are. They accept you, flaws and all, creating a safe space to be yourself. Our furry therapists, our steadfast comfort crew, healing our hearts one head bonk at a time. A small, deliberate press of the head that says, "I'm here." When you're overwhelmed, a cat's presence can bring you gently back to the now. They teach us to rest, to enjoy a patch of sunlight, and to find peace in small rituals. They heal by existing beside us. In the grand tapestry of life, cats are the shimmering golden threads. They add warmth, humor, and an undeniable touch of magic. From the tiniest kitten taking its first wobbly steps, to the wise old senior cat enjoying a peaceful retirement in a sunbeam. They are our alarm clocks, our lap warmers, our entertainers, and our silent guardians. They make our houses feel more like homes, infusing rooms with graceful mystery. Happiness is found in a million tiny moments. The sound of paws trotting down the hall, the sight of them batting at a dust bunny, or sleeping on your feet at day's end. Pampered Persians, adventurous barn cats, resilient strays. They share the enchanting feline spirit. They ask for so little: a warm place to sleep, a full bowl, and a loving hand. They make our world happier, cozier, and infinitely cuter. The ultimate cat marathon is the joyful journey we share with them every single day. So let us celebrate these magnificent creatures in all their diverse glory. They teach us independence, compassion, and the joy of quiet affection. They are our teachers, guiding us toward a more mindful and compassionate way of living. They enrich our lives in countless immeasurable ways. They make our world a happier, cozier, and infinitely cuter place to be. Thank you for sharing this life with them. If you loved this cat marathon, subscribe for more adorable compilations.